Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So let's go back to the March because this video was shot in the March where I went on a short trip with my friends to New York, DC and obviously the temple where we are right now. As you can see in the background, we are in a temple and this temple is called Sri Swaminarayan Akshardham Temple. It's located in New Jersey. It is the second largest Hindu temple in the world and largest in the United States of America. I can't explain in words how beautiful is this place. One of my bucket list has been ticked off now. And before going forward, here I introduce to Swara, my new friend.
Oh, I'm very lucky to find Arya here.
Oh my God. Scriptures on the wall were so amazing. Now here comes the review of the temple.
It was super amazing and I loved it, and now I miss my country, my place. Arya, it's really cool. Every pillar says its story. It's really good. Carving is great.
Okay. Do you want to say something about the architecture?
Yeah, the carving is really beautiful. Every pillar says story about our culture, religion.
Yeah.
But we should come here.
So, do you want to go back to India now?
Of course. Is that a question? Yeah, answer is yes. Of course. I am. I miss my home.
Hey Gopi, how did you like the temple?
It's very good.
After 1.5 hours of visit in the temple, now we're ready to go to our next destination. And our next destination was Washington DC. By the time we reached to Washington DC, it was raining like crazy. But we started with Lincoln Memorial Park, which even in the rain looked really beautiful. The park was really peaceful and there were just like few tourists braving the weather just like us. And after that, we made our way to Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorial was built to honor America's 16th President Abraham Lincoln. The giant statue of Lincoln sitting inside was really impressive, and the building itself looked like a classical Greek temple.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
Day 2. It was the most excited day for me because it was our trip to New York City. The energy of New York is something I have always wanted to experience, and finally I was there. Hey everyone, I'm here in New York! So we started the day with some sightseeing. We were just walking around for like more than an hour or so. And by this time, we all were very hungry and pretty exhausted. So we stopped for a brunch at a small restaurant just beside the Supreme Court. And Cookie is here. Cookie, come this side. No, Cookie. Oh, my hair is gone, Cookie. I actually can't remember the name of the restaurant, but the food over there was so much affordable and very delicious. I still can't get over how good the taste was. After having the brunch, we decided to go and see the Statue of Liberty, which was one of the highlights of the trip again. So to get there, we took the famous New York City subway. Okay, let's get real. It's not the easiest thing to figure out for the beginners because it was too much crowded, so much fast, and a little bit of chaotic environment around. And the streets in the New York also have a bit of reputation, like the smell of trash. Yeah, trust me, I'm not lying that. And there were a number of homeless and intoxicated people on the street. It was a bit unsettling at times, but I have to admit, I did not always feel like completely safe. But despite of all the challenges, the city's skyscraper and skyline are something else. Like they were really so good.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We we began to feel the fire.
So we took a Staten Island ferry where we went to a certain place where I don't know exactly where it is, and like took a ferry. We're surprised that the ferry was free of cost. So it was my first ferry ride.
Hey, we are on ferry!
There was a gentle breeze as we sailed across the New York harbor, and finally we reached to Staten Island. While going, the statue was not a giant and all, but we get to hear that from other side we could see like a giant Statue of Liberty. So while returning back from the Staten Island, we got to see a good glimpse of Statue of Liberty. Though we were exactly not on the island where Statue of Liberty was, but sightseeing through the ferry ride was completely different, and it is something that I will cherish forever.
Our hearts beat to the city street.
Despite of the cold weather, we did not stop there, and we moved to our final stop, which was the famous Brooklyn Bridge. If you have ever watched the movie Kal Ho Na Ho, you exactly know why this bridge holds a special place in my heart. So walking across it at night with the lights of the city shining around was so magical. I can't explain how breathtaking was the skyline views from there. And that's it. After 2 days of travel, sightseeing, and new experience, we wrapped up the trip on a high note. So I would like to thank all my colleagues who made this trip possible and for all the memories we created.